Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Side Stage with Soph, the show that takes you behind the safety curtain, behind the scenes, highlighting everything that it takes to get a show up on its feet. From cuts to costume fittings, sits probe to star ratings, and tech to fine tuning, we shall discuss it all here with your host, Soph. Our inaugural guest is someone who I'm so excited to share with you all, and someone who I've had the pleasure of being taught singing by in the last number of months. She has been in shows like Sister Act, The Color Purple, Rent, Military Wives, all but to name a few. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Kayla Carter. Of
Hello! Thanks for having me.
course.
Yay, I'm excited.
So, me too. I'm very excited for this. Have you had a good day so far?
I've been teaching and I've been hanging out with my dog.
Oh, your dog is very cute, I have to say.
Very cute. He's having a nap right now.
Goals.
Yeah.
Um, so the first question is one that I intend to ask everybody. So that is like, what is the most important part of a pre-show routine? Obviously apart from hydration, warm up, all that stuff, because that's kind of, by the by. Is it something that you take on kind of role dependent? I mean, you've covered some like iconic roles like Dolores Van Cartier. Or is it something like where do you start your prep on a show day? Would you start at home or just at the theatre kind of
Oh
thing?
gosh. Do you know what? I do think it is role dependent.
Right.
If I'm doing my track, which I do, 8 times a week, and we're 4 months into the contract,
Hmm.
I'm pretty chill. But for me personally, I like to get there quite early. I get to work quite early.
Yeah, I'd be the same.
Yeah, I like to have my hair and makeup done, like ready before warm up. I'm not one of those people who can just rush through it. Like I'm there early. I think you know what? Okay, it starts with drinking water the minute you wake up. That's probably where it
Fair.
actually starts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a big commitment, I feel like, even if the show's at like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, also because you need to know whether you can sing that show
Mm.
by the cut-off point, which for a matinee is 10:30 in the morning. So like if you've had a bit of a funny voice, you have to sing your track to check you can sing it at 10 a.m., which I think is crazy, depending on the show, but sometimes that's a crazy ask.
I couldn't imagine singing at that hour
Yeah,
at all.
yeah. So like my brother who I live with, Ryan Carter, he
Shout out Iceberg and
shout
Titanic.
out to Iceberg. He currently, like, yeah, he's in Titanic, and so he is up early every day, making
Yeah,
sure that he can sing, so that if he needs to call out, he can give enough notice.
yeah, that is a big thing as well.
Yeah. Um,
And actually, while we're talking about Ryan and Kayla are doing a concert on the 23rd of March.
Cheeky plug. Yeah, 23rd of March. Come, it's going to be so, it's going to be like no concert you have ever been to.
I can't wait. I
It,
so cannot
it's
wait.
not your classic, I'm going to stand up and sing my rap. It's no hate to that, but like it's yeah. I want to keep a lot of it a surprise, but it's gonna be
Hey,
fun.
slay. I'm calling it Carterella as well, by the way, like Coachella.
Cartrella, yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Um, so one of my main aims with this series is just to shed light on things that might have happened in people's lives, people that have been in performers' lives, because also highlighting the fact that we have shows, but like it cannot like you have the background team, but you also have performers themselves. So I would just like to know for you, either growing up or, as you got that bit older, what was your moment that you said, like without a doubt, I am going to be performing like as a career? Like
Oh, Sophie, you even sent me that question in advance, and the way I don't know.
Like maybe you just had maybe a time in your life where you thought, let's go for it or
Okay, I had a slightly unusual upbringing.
hmm
So I feel like that gives some context as to why I can't answer this question. But my mum, my biological dad, and my stepdad are all musicians and all like in the TV, musical theatre industry.
right.
So we grew up, me and my two brothers, like completely surrounded by this industry.
hmm
I'm talking like when I was 10, I was session singing. I was like taken out of school and put in a recording studio to record vocals for some random film. And like, do you know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like it's hard for me to answer that because I've never known anything else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know
You've
what I
not had
mean?
a moment where you might have played soccer and then tried dance and was like, actually,
Exactly. I think I
yeah,
probably was like probably around 17, 18 is when I was like,
yeah.
no, I want this.
Hmm.
But that was more to do with, I think I always wanted it, but it was whether I thought I could. Like I
Yeah,
had quite
yeah,
low confidence for quite a long time. So I think it took a while for the confidence to match up.
yeah, fair.
Um, but yeah, sorry that didn't really answer your question.
Well, I don't mind. Um, Kind of on the back of that, I suppose then, because obviously you grew up in more of like a group setting where I suppose I don't know like if unusual is the right word, but I feel like for a lot of people who say they want to do performing, people say to them, "Pfft, go on." But like I feel like maybe having that environment behind you, people were definitely more likely to back you, I hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, well, when your parents know the world that you're going into,
mm,
there
yeah,
is that, I think I teach a lot of teenagers whose parents are like, no, you have to do A levels and then uni, and then if you want to do musical theatre, you
yeah, yeah,
can. And so I had kind of had the opposite, where it
mm,
was like, oh no, if you want to perform, like you need to start now. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like they very much understood that, like, so I was in full-time performing arts training at 16, and I did my BTEC in performing arts 16 to 18. So like yeah, I was never they were very good at letting us do the things that help, basically.
that's fair, that's fair. As I say, kind of on the back of that, so like the shows like Military Wives, I Should Be So Lucky, Sister Act, all
Yeah.
seem to have a common theme of people kind of rallying around to lift spirits, whether that be for each other or like a singular person. Um,
Yeah.
I was wondering, have you ever had an experience like that, either professionally or even when you were still like training, kind of thing?
Oh my gosh. Of like that just sort of group.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So many times. I think I think that's just how human beings should behave in general. Like, I
Hmm.
think we are made for community. I
Yeah,
think we are made to help each other. I think we help ourselves when we help each other. So, like, especially my friendships, like, if one of my friends is going through it, like, we all will
yeah,
come
100%.
together and, like, get that person through whatever it is. So, yeah, I feel like I experienced that a lot. Even like recently, I've been going through some personal things, and my friends like just came round. Like my friend Georgie came round the other day and was like, "Right, let me see your room. I need to clean it." Like, do you know what I mean? Just like practical.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I've just really lucked out in that like I am genuinely surrounded by people who do that. But I also want
yeah.
that for everyone. I think everyone deserves that.
I think something that's helped me achieve something like that is just putting yourself in the right surroundings,
Hmm.
like the right environment. Definitely, like, I know specifically for me, like joining like more local theatre groups and stuff like that. Like you're being put in with the right people.
Actually, that is such a
Um,
good point because I went to 10 schools. Like when I say my upbringing was wild, I mean wild. I went to
oh,
10 different schools before, I think by the age of 16.
jeepers.
Yeah. And I didn't have great friendships at school ever. Like
Yeah.
I was always going through it with
Hmm.
friendships. But my theatre school friends, like my performing arts friends, were like my
Yeah.
closest people. And that was kind of the same for everyone in the friendship group. It's like school was whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, when we were together on a Saturday, it was like those we were each other's people.
100%. I definitely feel like that now. Like I think about
Yeah.
school and I'm like, like girls were nice or whatever, but now I know like definitely have core
Yeah.
friends, which is just
The theatre community.
oh, it's so refreshing and it's definitely something I feel like is so cliche, but it's just like surround yourself with the right people and like being yourself is literally the
Yeah,
most important thing.
finding
Um,
people.
yeah. So with the mention of Sister Act and Military Wives in the previous questions, I would like to ask, having been in well-established shows like Rent, Sister Act, Color Purple, and newer ones like Military Wives, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and I Should Be So Lucky, would you say there's a different pressure in doing like either or, like not wanting to let people down on shows that they know, or hoping that they like new ones they've never heard of, or would you even let an audience's kind of opinion affect your performance like at all?
Hmm. That's a good point. That's a really good point. I think. look, if the audience love a show, yeah, it's going to help everyone. Of course it
Hmm.
is. It's going to help morale, energy. Like that's what you want. You want the
Yeah.
audience to like the show. I think people are lying if they say they don't want that. But I, for me personally, the pressure of a show that's already on, like Sister Act,
Hmm.
um, Rent and Colour Purple are hard because they were revivals, so they were like
Right.
new versions of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sister Act was the first show I've ever done that I was just replacing someone's track. And
Okay.
yes, it
Yeah.
was the Australian version, but like the rehearsal process was like, right, Tina stands on three and then goes there and then say it like that and then go there. And I was like, whoa, this is a whole new world that's personally not my favorite. But
Mm.
it's just much less creative.
Yeah.
I've digressed, sorry. Coming back to your original point. I think that I don't really pay much attention to audience opinions of shows that are already up and
Yeah.
running because I'm like, you kind of know what you're coming to. So,
Mm. Yeah.
yeah, to answer your question, I think the pressure on a new musical is far superior
Yeah.
because there's also like, if you're lucky enough, and I have been so lucky to have workshopped and then been in the cast of. So
Yeah.
for I didn't workshop Bed Knobs, but I workshopped Lucky and Military
Right.
Wives. And to be there from the start, like you want, it's like you've written it. Like I haven't written it, but it is like you are. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I just think you become so attached. And so when those unfair reviews come in, I'm going to say unfair, it's like, oh, it really hurts because it's
Mm.
like you made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas like Sister Act, I wasn't really attached to the fact that we got some bad reviews because I'm like, well, I didn't make that. I
Yeah.
just did what I was told.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. And like, I'm sure once you heard the sobs in York from Military Wives, you knew you had something.
Yeah, that was yeah. It is shows like that and Lucky where and Debbie Isaac, the director and writer, she
Shout out
lets
Debbie Isaac. What an
shout out
icon.
to Debbie, like my absolute queen, my theatre mum. I love her so much. But yeah, like what she lets the cast be such a part of making that show.
Yeah,
Um, and so yeah, you do get quite protective over it because it's like you've
I can
created this thing
imagine.
and you're like, do you like it? So yeah, I think the pressure on a new musical is far superior.
I mean, on the topic of Debbie Isaac, how many handfuls of confetti do you think you've thrown in your career?
Sophie, Sophie, Sophie. I think I counted after Lucky. I think it was in the 900s in that in the show alone, not including rehearsals, not including workshops. Um, I've been part of two or three I Should Be So Lucky workshops. I don't know. I'm actually confused. But like, obviously, also throwing confetti in those. She
Mm,
loves confetti.
yeah,
I
I mean,
don't know
I
what to
can't blame
say.
her. I have a Military Wives piece of confetti in the back of my phone,
She
and
loves
Freya has one as
confetti.
well.
I love confetti. I feel like she doesn't love to think about like how to get the confetti off the floor
Oh,
afterwards. But
yeah.
like, but like, do you know what I mean? That's someone else's problem, and I love her for that. I love her for that. It's
I
great.
mean, you've you mentioned it earlier, but I obviously cannot have this chat without touching on how much teaching you do. Of course.
I do.
Um, I was just wondering, like, what is it about teaching that you love? Obviously, like last week you were on TikTok Live and you said that you feel like you like prefer it nearly more so than performing like on stage
Yeah.
itself. Like, was there someone when you were younger that like you were like really inspired by, or like what is it just about teaching more so than performing that you love?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think teaching is just the most rewarding job.
Mm,
Um, I just absolutely love helping people, and I think that so if I wasn't a performer, I wanted to be a midwife or a
me too.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be a great midwife. But yeah, I wanted to be a midwife or a paramedic. So I do.
Girl, we are the same person.
No way.
I was just not clever enough for either of those things.
Yeah, I mean, I think I deeped it, and I was like, wait, I don't think I can. Don't think I can study medicine or like whatever you need to do. But um, I think there is something like just in me, personality
Yeah.
wise, that like wants to help.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like teaching is rewarding because I can see that I'm helping people with the thing that
Yeah.
they want help with, and so I just love it. I love it so much.
Well,
But
you're very
like,
good
yeah,
at it. So
thank you. I appreciate that. I really enjoy it.
we got a lesson tomorrow.
Yeah, we do, babes. We're starting a new song, aren't we?
We are. We are.
Exciting.
Yeah. So we have come to the would you rather portion. Now there is only a few. Some are general, some are ones that I have based on shows that you've been in, hopefully
Okay.
accurately enough. I mean, they're fairly short, so they can be like quick fire, so you don't need to stall like I would. Let's just say that.
Okay.
So, matinee or evening show?
Evening.
Opening or closing night?
Closing.
You'll never stop me from loving you or fix you.
You'll never stop me loving you.
A flying bed or a hot air balloon?
In my defense, I had to cry and fix you, and like
Yeah, fair.
singing with like a larynx that's high and crying is so hard. Anyway, sorry.
I know, I know.
What was the other one?
A flying bed or hot air balloon?
Hot air balloon.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And the last one I have is Miss Seeley's Pants or Seasons of Love.
Oh, oh no. Oh no, I love Miss Seeley's Pants. But Seasons of Love is like the song. Oh no. Seasons of Love.
Okay, slay. One final question
That was
is
so much fun. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
it took some deep di digging to do stuff because I don't really know the color purple that well, but I still wanted to include it.
Oh,
Um, because what happens on stage obviously couldn't happen without those behind the curtain, I'd like to highlight those efforts and ask if you could work in any department, like production team or literally wham, anything like that, what would it be?
oh my gosh. Um, oh, I would. That's such a hard question. Part of me wants to say like wigs, hair, and makeup because
Mm,
I mean, I love doing hair, but also that I like you have the best chats.
yeah.
I think like, yeah, it's often like there's like a phrase that's like what happens in wigs stays in wigs because it's
Oh,
like
cute.
I don't know, just while you're getting your wig put on, you're just like chatting about the day, the gossip, like whatever's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of like a nice place to be, but I don't know if that's what I'd be best at. What would I be best at? Mm,
I mean, you can learn. You don't have to be best at it. You can like
yeah,
go into it
I
and
could
learn.
pick up a new skill. I think I'd. Do you know what? I do think I'd be a good DSM because although I
Okay.
may not have the attention span,
Yeah.
I can read music and like you need
Mm,
to DSMs are like calling as they
yeah.
you know this, but just in case people don't, people
Yeah.
they're the ones calling the shows. They're saying they're triggering the lights, the sound, like everything basically to timed beats, and it's normally to the music. So like I feel like I could pick up that skill,
Yeah, I could not do that.
but do I have the attention span to pick up that skill? Like I don't know about that. I
I
don't.
especially because it's such a routine thing, I don't think I'd be like, oh, it's the same thing. I could get not
Uh,
bored, but
yeah, it's hard. It's definitely they make it look easy, but I don't think it is.
do you think there's a department, and I mean to say literally from day one rehearsals to even like opening night that goes like unnoticed, that people obviously performers and stuff might know about, but even like just the general audience might know, do you think?
Yeah. I mean, general audience probably don't know about most departments.
Mm,
Um, I think dressers are really forgotten about and like not
yeah.
noticed. Um, when actually like none of those quick changes are happening without those
Mm,
people being there side of stage waiting, you know.
yeah.
Um, but even things like intimacy coordinators, fight directors,
Yeah.
um, wigs, hair, and makeup, stage management, ASMs. Um, and then also like automation, the flies, the people who are up sat up there pulling the ropes. Like there's just so many jobs. But then also like company managers, people don't know that like their company managers, especially on tour, are like on call 24/7.
Yeah.
They are looking after the whole company on that whole job. So that's a really hard job, and no one really knows like what that is or why that's important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I've probably forgotten a department, but like everyone.
That's okay. That's okay. That was our final question, and this has been great. So
Oh,
I
it's
just
been
wanted to
so
say
fun.
thank you again to Kayla for being my first guest on the very first episode of Side Stage with Soph.
Thanks for
And
having me.
you're welcome. And I will see you all again soon on the next one.
Bye.